So yeah, so you guys can kind of get to know a little bit about me behind all the craziness and my crazy singing videos. But anyways, so I was born in California. I was the youngest of two sisters. My mom was a single mom and she worked a lot, so my grandpa, my mom's dad, took care of us. He was from Louisiana, so he raised us kind of like southern. And I lived in pretty much the same city in California and the same house, but we did travel, we did move a lot and live in like different cities in California. And we also lived in Hawaii. And at that point, I was like in the fifth grade when we lived in Hawaii, but we had to move back to California because my grandpa got really sick. So he died when I was like in the seventh grade. And before that, I was pretty much a good kid, good teenager, and all that. But once, my grandpa died, it was basically like my parent dying. So I felt like at that point, I didn't have any rules, I didn't have to listen to anybody. So I just started doing my own thing and getting into trouble, like with my mom, and causing her a lot of stress. And I just wouldn't come home, and I would be out partying and drinking and just doing a lot of stuff that I really shouldn't have been doing, especially at my age. Then I ended up getting pregnant when I was 17, and before I found out I was pregnant, I was already like in the process of getting my GED. But once I found out I was pregnant, we kind of like speeded up the process and everything so I can just get out of school faster. So then I got my GED and I had my daughter, and I took a year off of like school and work and everything, and I decided that I wanted to go to culinary school. I always liked food and had been into cooking and stuff, so I just thought like since I don't really know what I want to do, I might as well go to culinary school and get started in some kind of a career. So before I went to culinary school and had my daughter and all that, I had three jobs. I worked at a boutique folding clothes, and then I worked at the carnival selling like hot dogs and stuff, and then I worked at In-N-Out Burger. So then like after my GED and all that, and after culinary school, I started working at Safeway as a bagger for like the groceries. And then I worked my way up to being a cake decorator. So I was a cake decorator for like a year and a half or so. Then I stopped working at Safeway and I started working at a barbecue restaurant called Famous Dave's. And at that point, like my mom and everybody was going to move to Arizona. So I decided to move with them. Like, why was I going to stay in California? Basically, just by myself. So we moved out here to Arizona, and I got a job at Chipotle where I became a manager, and I worked at Chipotle for like 3 years. Then I tried going back to California and it didn't work out, so I left Chipotle and I left California and I came back to Arizona. And now I work at a pizza place. It's like this cute little family run restaurant. It's not like Pizza Hut or anything like that. We make like wood fire pizza and it's pretty awesome. I like it there, but in the meantime, I just haven't ever been able to decide exactly, you know, what I want to do as my career. But ever since I was little, I've had this overwhelming like feeling just in my stomach, in my gut, telling me that like one day I'm gonna be famous. And I just I've always ignored that feeling because I thought it was crazy. Like, how am I gonna be famous? Like, I don't even do anything. I don't sing clearly, as you can see from my videos. I mean, I like to sing. I love it so much. Singing is just something that brings me so much joy besides food. But I knew right away, like, I could not make a career out of singing. Like, I just suck at it. Some people are gifted, some people aren't. I wasn't. So I knew, like, okay, singing's out of the picture. Maybe acting, maybe modeling, maybe, I don't know. I'm not really good at any of these one things. So the thought of me becoming famous was something that I like laughed at and doubted myself for even thinking. So recently I'm gonna be 28 this year. So as you get older each year, I feel like you become a little bit wiser, you become a little smarter, you start thinking about things a little bit different. And by this point in my life, I realize that I need to stop pushing the feeling aside that I've had my whole life and pursue my dreams of becoming known for something, whatever it is, whether it be, my Instagram or modeling or my videos, my pictures, my whatever it is. I am at a point in my life where I'm ready to pursue that and see where it takes me. I don't have like a direct plan. I know where I want to be and what I have to do to get there. But in the meantime, I, still have to go to work. I still have to take care of my daughter. I still have to live my life. So I'm kind of just stuck right now. I feel like the next step for me is moving to LA and getting around some managers who might be able to link up with me and just kind of help me with my career. But until then, I'm just here in Arizona. I'm gonna do as much as I can from where I'm at. I plan to drop some music soon. I have the beats, I have the lyrics. I just don't have the, studio or studio time, anything like that. So I'm just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, one video at a time, one post at a time, one follow at a time, one like at a time, one comment at a time. I'm just taking it, day by day. And on another note, I would just like to say, thank you to the people who have recently followed me or decided to become my supporter, because I really appreciate that. I decided to put a piece of me and my life out there for everybody to see, and people have decided from that to follow me or to like it or whatever the case may be. And as little as it is right now, it means so much more than it actually is, But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to basically tell y'all a little bit more about me. And I know my videos of me singing kind of suck. Don't think that I'm 100% serious. I'm very sarcastic. I'm like the most sarcastic person that I know. I mean, I am serious for the fact that I love to sing and I love the songs, but I don't think I actually sound like Mariah Carey and Taylor Swift. But anyways, guys, like this video, comment, subscribe, ask me questions if you want to know anything more about me. See you later.